Hello, world, and welcome to Drea Vibes. Once again, I have a new artist in the studio today. She goes by the name of SAFA, hailing from Virginia, but based out here in New York right now. I'm super excited about her and what she's bringing to R&B. You know, I love R&B in general anyway, so if I could just listen to R&B for the rest of my life, I would. But SAFA, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I was telling, well, shit, not them because they don't know who I am. Well, they knew, y'all know who I am by now. But I was telling Tiffany about you. Remember the R&B curator at
Yeah.
SoundCloud, and she's like super into R&B as well too. And so yesterday, y'all meeting, like that was like such a full circle moment. And I'm just very happy about like when I find something I get excited about because I always am right in some way, shape, or form. I mean, like, you know, I'm not always right in general, but when it comes to music, that's my gift. And so it's very special for you to be here today, and this is going to be a very special conversation. So I'm going to kick it off by breaking the ice real quick, real fast. And I want you to reflect on the first song you can recall hearing ever.
Okay. I think the first song I ever heard is probably Halo by Beyonce
Really?
that I can recall hearing. I think I was like so obsessed with the song that in like third grade I like did it for like the talent show or whatever.
That's a hard song for a third
Yeah.
grader.
A bitch can sing.
Okay. I mean, I know this. I know this, but damn. When Okay, hold on. Let's go to that talent show now because you're just bridging right into square one, which is like your first experiences doing any and everything. Third grade is what, 8 years old?
Yeah, something like
Were you singing before that? Probably, right?
that.
Obviously.
No, actually.
So you just woke up and decided to sing Halo.
So basically, what had happened was
Okay.
my older sister has always been singing, like as far as I can remember, and she was performing. We all went to. I grew up in Qatar, so we went to this school where it was.
Wait, I didn't know. Sorry, I just interrupted you. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so I grew up moving back and forth between Qatar and Virginia. So I was born in Virginia,
Got you.
and I moved back and forth. But the school that we went to was like an American school, and it had like elementary, middle, and high school all on one campus. It's like a huge like college campus kind of vibe. And so I would go watch my sister perform and talent shows. She was really into musical theater, so in plays, she was always like, "Oh yeah." And I told her, I was like, "Sabrina, I really want to sing. Like, I really want to sing." She was like, "Do it, do it." And I fell in love with Halo, and so I just really wanted to perform it, and then I ended up doing it.
Do we have footage of this anywhere?
We do, actually. We do.
I want to see that. You gotta show that to me. I can imagine your cute little self up there belting that song out.
Yeah. It was
Belting.
hard, but I kind of ate.
Did you have accompaniment?
It was just a track.
Just the track?
Yeah.
Okay, so after that moment, when you walk off that stage, how'd you feel?
I felt amazing. Like, out of the whole entire school, I won, like, second place in the talent shows.
Okay.
It's like
The whole campus, right?
the whole campus, elementary, middle, and high.
Okay. Damn, the high schoolers was probably mad that your little ass came in there and ripped it away from them.
It was tight, but can't lie, can't deny the talent.
Okay, so you felt amazing walking off that stage. And what was the next thing you did musically after that?
After that, I just realized that I really enjoyed like performing a lot, and so I started kind of preparing for the next talent show. And I think the next song that I performed was "Rather Be" by like Clean Bandit. And
I don't think I know that one, but that's probably a hard song too. Yep. Okay. Yep. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That takes me back to. I think I danced to that in the cheerleading competition.
Way
Mixed
back
up.
when.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you start preparing for more talent shows, and were you more like into like the covers and like performing other songs that meant a lot to you, or did you branch into writing music at any point in time in that near space? Future?
Yeah, so I didn't really branch into writing music until I was in middle school. So I was like 13, 14. So up until then, I was just doing mostly covers. Like if you go back on my SoundCloud, like I have hella covers that I uploaded on there.
Okay. She spilled the tea, y'all.
Spilling the tea. But in like middle school, I started writing and I started like dealing with like my first heartbreak and
In
like,
middle school?
yeah, girl, I was a lover girl. I've been a lover girl my whole entire life. I used to
In Qatar or Virginia?
all around. I had me a little internet boo. I can't lie.
Oh my god.
I was writing songs.
Okay, so let's just say Heartbreak is what sparked your inspiration to write music.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the first song you wrote? And tell me like more in depth like what it was about and what that person did, or like maybe you did something. I don't know.
Okay. So actually, heartbreak and just like love, like a good love. You know what I mean? So the
Okay.
first song I wrote was called like Pieces, and like the hook is like I love you with every piece or something like that. So it was a love song, and I was just like obsessed with this boy that I met on the internet, and like I was so young, I really wanted to meet him. He lived in like California, and I lived in Virginia, and it was just like we met on like a video game.
Or video game. What game?
Minecraft.
Okay. We can get into it. Minecraft is your thing, girl. That's your thing.
It was my thing. I can't lie. But yeah, so I met him on a video game, and then I was just like obsessed with him. So I wrote that song. And then, yeah, like after that, I was like, it didn't end well. It didn't end cute. So I was like, after that,
What happened?
he ended up being a Trump.
Wait. Oh, okay. I think I heard the T. Okay. All right. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I picture exactly what
Yeah.
Cali boy.
Cali boy.
Yeah.
Blonde.
Very good.
Blue. This is
Well, we glad you out of that.
I'm out of that.
You out of that now.
We out of there. But after that, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this online dating shit no more.
Yeah.
And I was a kid, and I grew up in a really strict like household. Like my parents were super strict. I wasn't really allowed to even have like guy friends. So like I didn't really know like anything about dating. So I just like a lot of the music that I wrote early on was like based on like fantasy almost, and just
Okay.
like inspiration from
Interesting.
my friends. And then when I moved to New York and I came to college and I started dating, I was like, oh my God. And that's when I really started to write the real shit.
Oh my God. What though? Oh my God. A whole
Oh
new
my
world.
God, what is New York dating?
Okay.
That's what I was like. What is this?
I found mine.
Period.
But I can imagine what you mean by that. All right. So I want to get to before you even moved to NYU though, because we'll go into like why you chose the program that you're in. When you were in high school, were you participating in other talent shows, and how were you really like, in the music scene before you even got to NYC?
Yeah, so in high school is when I honestly started getting more active into music. But like I don't really tell people this, but like I'm pretty much like classically trained. Like I used to sing in choir like in high school, but also in like the district and state choir as well. I used to play the flute.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Not a lot of people got that, you know.
I did too.
I was a flute girly, so I was really into like music theory and just like performing. But we also had like talent shows in my school, so I'd perform at those. And like I'd perform with some of my best friends, Ryan and Fadi. Like they would sing and play guitar with me and Johnny, and like they were just like my best friends, and we made music together, and it's beautiful. And we would do like covers and stuff. Yeah.
All right, and so then choosing to go to NYU and the program that you went into. Well, tell them about why you chose it. I'm getting ready to spill the tea for them. Sorry.
So the tea is I did not go to NYU for music at first. I didn't even think I was going to go to NYU. And in high school, I did like a choir trip to New York, and I didn't really like it here. That's the tea.
Well, never mind. Sorry. Some of y'all from New York, probably. You're not from New York. You're okay. I'm always throwing shade, especially on a day like today where it's wet and it smells terrible and disgusting. Anyway,
On the train?
So right, exactly. Exactly. My transit here was stressful. But you didn't really like New York at first. So you were just like, okay, I guess I'll apply to NYU, but I really don't want to go.
I really applied to NYU for shits and giggles. Like they had a really good pre-med program, and around the year that I was applying, because that's what I came to school for. I wanted to study medicine. So around the time that I was applying, they made their medical school like free for NYU students who graduated from undergrad to go to their medical school. So it's like free. Yeah, but it was so competitive to get in. But I was like so book smart that I was like, I'm gonna do it. Like I can do it.
Yeah,
like,
you can get in.
So I ended up getting in. Shocker. I did not want to come here. I applied to like every fucking school in California. Like I was so determined to get there.
Wait, why?
Because I just wanted to go to California and really make music. Like that's really what I wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm like, are we in the Cali boy phase? I didn't know.
All right, and I'm like, you in the past. But yeah, so I was like determined, but God said hell no, because I got denied from every school in California that I applied to. I applied to like 6 or 7. Not a single one I got into, not even a wait list.
Did you apply to UCLA? Of course, yeah.
UCLA, USC, UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego, Loyola Marymount, like everything. UC Irvine. Yeah, so I'm not supposed to be there. That's okay.
Yeah.
But I got into NYU. I came here, and it was like COVID time, and
Oh, gross.
yeah, I was like quarantined in my dorm. But that's where I met like my best friend Jamil and like a lot of really cool people. And I met like people who were in the music scene who were studying at the Clive Davis Institute, which is where I ended up transferring after my first year. And they just kind of inspired me to like pursue. Like I did my first show, and like the response on the music that I performed that wasn't even like released was like really inspiring to me. And so I was just like, hell yeah, I could do this. Like I know I could sing, I know I could write. Like I just need to get over the fear of like being perceived. And then once I got over that, I was like, all right.
The fear of being perceived.
Yeah.
I mean, you sang Halo for the, like, you didn't even know you could sing and then you just sang Halo. So clearly you haven't really had that fear.
I've always been like a very stubborn, like you can't tell me no kind of person. So it's like even if I sucked, you can't tell me no.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do it.
You did. And now look at how, I guess, that persistence has gotten you here to this day. So tell me a little bit about how your experience at the Clive Davis Institute has enhanced your craft for you.
Yeah. I mean, the Clive Davis Institute like gave me so many opportunities for my music. I mean, I just networked with so many like creatives and people there. A lot of people that I make music with to this day, even Alberto that I was performing with yesterday.
Hey, Alberto.
Hey, Alberto. So I got to meet a lot of really dope musicians and people that I just was able to create with. But on top of that, like before I went into that program, I didn't really know how to produce music. I didn't know how to engineer music. I was still pretty new to like writing. Like I had been doing it for a few years, but I wasn't that good at it, you know what I mean? And I didn't really know much about marketing, music marketing. So through like my education there, I kind of got like a holistic thing. I think the most useful information I learned with my degree was just like how the business works, like understanding the music business. And like obviously I'm independent, so that's like helped me propel my career more than like I ever could have imagined just because of the education that I had.
Yeah.
And not to mention like how much they foster like such a sense of like belonging. Like the staff there, they're all very active in the business too, which is really dope. So it's like they will like give you opportunities that are happening like right now for them, and they will just invite you to like shadow or be a part of. And so I was just able to learn a lot of firsthand things and just meet a lot of really cool people through there.
That's a really beautiful experience for you to have.
Yeah.
That high caliber of an educational background behind the business, because let me just, well, you know firsthand, but there's a lot that I feel like artists miss when it comes to like the science behind why they should be doing things or why they shouldn't be doing things. And to see that come together, and I when I first saw your Instagram page, or I forgot exactly how I first found you, I think it was Instagram, I was like, oh wow, like she clearly has it put together. And I was talking to someone, actually, I'm like, I wonder if she has a team already. Like she probably has a team. It was when I saw the Casual video. I think so. That's when you're like on the streets and like you're on the stoop a little bit. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this seems like very put together. But
thank you.
But also I'm like, she has to be a new artist because I didn't know about her yet, and I usually stay on top of my game. So yeah, you came correct.
Thank you.
I love that. You know,
we worked really hard on that video. I worked with an all-woman team. Like it was a great time. Like we put a lot of work into that video. Like 2 months, and it was like my first music video, and like it got a lot of love.
That was the first one?
That was my first music video.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're onto something clearly. Very much onto something. But from that first video, which then came out, let's say maybe a year ago?
Yeah, it was, I want to say like 8 months ago.
8 months ago, a year? Okay. Between then and now, what are some things that you've experienced for the first time in your career? So first music video, what next? What happened?
My second music video.
That's not first.
I'm just playing.
Any milestones or like, you know?
I mean, I got to perform at some venues that like I really wanted to perform at. I got to perform at Elsewhere this year, which was really dope. I had my first feature, which was Casual. And like after that, I was able to collaborate some more. So I feel like that opened that up to me, because music used to be a very like personal and intimate thing for me. But after that, I've been collaborating a lot. I was able to land some editorial playlists, which is pretty cool. And, you know, it can be kind of tough for independent artists. So that was really dope. And yeah, like some recognition from some people that like I've been looking up to like my whole entire life. Like Timbaland, like Virginia, represent.
Oh, you're like,
that was crazy. Like Sway Calloway, like that was really crazy. Yeah. So it was really cool. Like it was very reassuring. It just made me want to keep pushing forward. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like that is like the beginning start of like your story, and there's gonna be so much more. So one day you'll come back and we'll like pick up from there, and then we'll keep going. But I want to play some games with you real quick, because this show is all about your taste in sound.
All right.
So we got to reveal a little bit of that. And I'm cooking it up in my brain right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to start out with. I think I'm going to start out with this one called Prescription, okay? And this is you prescribing me something. Okay, so I need you to prescribe me a song for when I am feeling defeated from just like not being where I want to be at in life, and I need to be reminded of who I am.
That's a good question. Have you ever heard of an artist named Laven Kali?
I think I've seen it, but you just said it in a different way. I thought it was Levine Kali or Cali.
Yeah, I could probably be saying
L-E-V? Is
L-E-V.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen it, but I don't think I've heard it.
Well, he's really dope artist, producer, songwriter, based in California, and he has a song called La La La. But it's just like whenever I'm feeling that way, like I listen to that and I just feel so much better. Like even on a rainy day, like it'll just make you feel better.
Okay.
It's a really pretty song.
All right. Would I ever expect a collab between you and Laven Kali?
I hope so.
Maybe.
I've been a fan for so long. I hope so.
How long has he been out?
He's been out for a minute. He's been making music for a minute. He just worked on Beyonce Renaissance.
Oh, I'm asleep.
He's tapped, like, you gotta tap in.
I'm asleep.
He's there. Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes for me, like I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like I'll stop on an artist just for the sake of like, oh, what's this? But like very well could be passing by artists like that one who I may have seen on SoundCloud or pop up and then not listen to it. But it always
his music on SoundCloud actually.
Okay. Yeah. And I think my first time seeing him was he was featured on something of an artist that I actually like was really liking at the time.
I think he was like featured on a Playboy Cardi song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got some range then, cause is he R&B or is he?
Yeah, he's like R&B soul. Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Like really soulful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So now I'm gonna do a little scene. But I'm like, what scene do I want to do? You have so many different like pockets of who you are. Would you ever listen to music when you're playing games?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hell yeah.
First of all, okay, I'm gonna describe your little gaming studio and are you okay over there? God. I'm sorry. I gotta bring it back. All right. So we're in SAFA's gaming studio, and there's I'm gonna assume pink neon lights and a nice fuzzy ass, big ass beanbag. Oh, you gotta close your eyes.
Okay.
Yes, and put your palms up to the ceiling like this. There you go. And there's a big fuzzy beanbag that she's sitting on, cross-legged or whatever they say Indian style or something like that. And she going crazy on the games too because she's real cute and sweet, but she doesn't play when it comes to competition. May have, some incense or a diffuser running a little bit.
Correct.
The window is cracked. There's a nice breeze coming in. It's giving like Hey Arnold, but her gaming studio. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what song is playing as you whooping ass in Call of Duty?
Flow. Cardboard Box.
By who?
By Flow.
Oh, F-L-O. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. I got that backwards. You know what? I have to admit, I have kind of been subconsciously, intentionally skipping over all things Flow. I don't know why. There's no shade to them at all. I think I just am like, but it's not Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I get that. And that's how I felt at first too. I was like, it's not them. It's just not going to hit the same. But they just dropped like a full-length album that they've been developing for a while. And
yes.
You can't deny how good it is.
I heard it's really good. I did hear it's really good.
With some really dope artists and producers.
They got like 20 songs on it.
Yeah, it's a long album, but it's like, I haven't found a skip.
Okay. Are you one of those that listens to an album all the way through, straight?
Yeah, every Thursday night, me and one of my best friends, his name is Sebastian, we co-write, like we co-wrote Casual Slide, Why'd You Hurt Me So Bad?
Okay, nice.
Every Thursday night or whenever we can, we get together, have a glass of wine, and just listen to everything that came out. So we did that for the Flow album, and we listened all the way through. Yeah.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
I really miss when I used to anticipate and get excited and just like carve out time to listen to music.
Yeah. It's hard.
It is.
But I don't want to lose that. So I force myself sometimes. Or if I don't have time when it just comes out, like, I will like designate. I'm a heavy calendar avid user, like of calendars. So I will literally put a block of time in there to listen to something.
But do you stick to the blocks of time though? That's my problem. I know.
Like, you know, shit changes.
But for music, you will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. Y'all, what other game do I want to play? Because I want to, you know what? Okay. You know how they used to have those like now, 16, 17, 18, like, oh wait, hold on. How old are you again? You're 22.
Yeah.
Damn. I think you had to at least, you made her now 32.
Describe it.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? How old are you?
Okay, so wait.
Okay, so it used to be, you know what I'm talking about, Tiff? It used to be like these like CDs that would come out maybe every month or maybe every year, I think, that would just be an aggregate or a compilation of all like the top hits.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, okay, maybe I wasn't, was it now or was it Go? It was now.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. It's okay. It's all right. I want you to, similar to how like there's like Spotify Wrapped and stuff, like give me like a now 24 as we wrap up the year 2024 for SAFA. So like rip like 8 to 10 tracks if you can think of some top of your mind.
Let Me Know, LMK by Ombre.
Okay.
Destin Conrad, Tantrum.
Oh, I love. Oh, y'all would be great together.
I'm obsessed.
Love Destin Conrad.
Kehlani 8.
Okay.
Kehlani Crash album.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande intro on her latest album.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeet Out the Way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's my shit in the gym. That's my shit. Can't lie. Probably like all of Drake's discography.
You're one of those.
Hey, OV ho, but I can't lie. I grew up on Drake, so
You did,
I didn't
you
grow
did.
up on Kendrick. I grew up on Drake.
As a matter of fact, you being that age, all of y'all grew up on Drake.
Yeah.
What else did y'all have?
Riri, Chris Brown,
Kanye, maybe?
Kanye.
Is Kanye in there
But
for
I
y'all
didn't
too?
really listen to much of Kanye growing up. I can't lie.
That's because the first thing you had heard wasn't College Dropout. That's why.
It wasn't.
You know? It's okay.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for y'all, but it is what it is. Get back into your list. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeet out the way.
Yeet Out the Way. Can I look at my Spotify now?
Yeah, I was opening up mine actually, not too. All right. Yeet out the way.
Yeet Out the Way. All of Fabo's Soulquarius album. I love Fabo.
PHA. Oh, yeah, that
I'm a
one.
big fan.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
I love Don Toliver.
Oh, yeah.
The album that he just dropped. What is it called?
Luckily, no, that's the song.
Hearts Don't
Luckily,
Psycho. Luckily I'm having.
That's a top song for me.
Yeah,
Period.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Hella WizKid, like the S2 EP, WizKid. I'm really into Afrobeats, and of course Tyler's album. I love Tyler's album.
Oh yes, we love Tyler.
Yeah.
I love like the flavor she brings to pop.
Yeah.
She does like the Afrobeat-esque perspective of pop. Really like shows us that like pop was missing something.
Yeah. It was so needed.
It was so needed.
Because nobody was really like, after Ariana was like locked in on Wicked, like a few people tried, but nobody really did it. Sabrina's doing it now.
Yeah.
But Tyler was before Sabrina like really popped.
You're right.
Real.
Actually, because Sabrina like came out of nowhere. I just
she's
remember
been in the game
I was
for a
hearing
minute.
what she has, but for me, she came out of nowhere. I just remember being like, "Who is this breathe song?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?"
Free me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's like 10 songs with that name.
I know, but my favorite one on her
Not to be
project is "Don't Smile."
Okay.
It's like the most.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Don't smile. I just did a cover of that though.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you drop it yet?
I put it on TikTok. Maybe I'll put it on this.
Put it on SoundCloud.
Put it on SoundCloud.
Yeah, put it on SoundCloud.
Okay, I'll record a full one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question. All right, if you could be a fly in the booth of the recording session of any song of your choice, what would it be and why?
Disturbia by Rihanna.
Ooh, that's a good ass
I
song.
had to be there.
You know what? That's a really good one.
I just want to see her like going, release me from this curse. Like I just need to see that, you know?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think my comparison to that, Rihanna catalog wise, would be Needed Me.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of in the same world. Yeah. That kind of reread, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Rihanna's probably my top like pop artist ever. For me. I love her. Did you ever look at her book?
No.
You know the big ass book with all the photos of her?
No.
You got to get that book. It's so inspiring. So inspiring.
I'm
gonna send you the link.
Yeah.
It's a huge, basically like photo album of her whole, like I don't know who's been documenting her whole life, but she been documenting this whole time.
Damn.
Some rock star shit for real.
I need to get that.
Okay.
I'm very inspired by her.
Me too.
Yeah.
Very much so. In general though, she has her own company now. Anyways, back to talking about SAFA. SAFA, you played me some music recently that you plan on putting out and rolling out pretty soon. Well, over the next several months or so. And I want you to tell the audience a little bit more about like, you know, your approach to recording those songs and, you know, how you've been working on building up towards a bigger project for yourself coming up.
Yeah, so after releasing the Prelude, which I worked on for like, I want to say 3 years, I've always just wanted to be super intentional about everything I release. Like I wanted to very much like when it resonates the most with me, I feel like is when it resonates the most with other people. So 911, which I played for you, I feel like was just a song that kind of I wrote when I was just like feeling like I needed to let something out. And a lot of music that I write, it starts like in my journal. So I was like going in my journal and I was like, oh my God, this would be a good song. Like, oh my God. So that's kind of the approach that I had with a lot of the music that I have coming out. I wrote a lot of love songs. I mean, pretty much my whole entire project was kind of like the journey of love. So we're going to continue that with this project.
Okay.
There
Fantasy or real?
Real. This project, everything on that project is real. Everything on that project is lived by me. There's nothing on that project that isn't like a true account of my life, which I'm very scared about every time I release music because it's like, I know that nigga listening to that shit like, oh, this is about me. Yes, it is. It's about you. But I'm like scared, excited. There's one song on there that I think I played for you as well. That's kind of like a self-love song and a song that I wrote to like my younger self that I'm very excited to release. But I don't want people to know that because like if you listen to it just like on the surface level, you'll think it's another love song, but it's really not. It's really a self-love song. So I'm going to play on that when I release that. And yeah, I'm just really excited to put that out and just kind of start something new, just keep things going.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned how a lot of what you start writing comes from your journal. What is the process like as a songwriter to take just your thoughts and put them in the structure of a song? Because I feel like that's like for me, even with my own like ambitions of being able to create music one day or make something, or complete something, I don't know how to take my thoughts and actually make it a song. Like, how do you do that?
So for me, it'll start with like, I'll write everything that I'm freaking thinking in my head in my journal. And then like I'll go the next day, I'll be like on the train, like reflecting on what I wrote. Cause like usually when I write in my journal, it's like I want to reflect in a way where I'll like approach something better or I'll just like do better at something or like do better for myself. You know what I mean? So I'll be like reflecting the next day and I'll be like thoughts that will pop into my head will like somehow form into lyrics, or I'll be like, that would be a good lyrics. So I'll just write, my notes app is just filled with so many song concepts that I just come to me like randomly in the day and I'll just be like, I have to jot that down. Then I'll go home and I'll like find some production that I like or make a beat and then just like sing melodies over it. And then that's when I'll plug in those lyric ideas that I have and it'll turn into a song.
How do you decide between making the beat yourself and finding the beat?
So I think most of the time, like I will work with other producers. I've only recently been tapping into producing my own stuff. Just because like I wasn't that experienced in it and it is very tedious. And for me, I just gravitate more towards like vocal production rather than actual beat production.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So like stacking the vocals is my production that I like to do a lot. But like beat production is so much fun. I don't have too much time. I work a 9 to 5, so it's like I don't have too much time to work on music. So it's easier for me to just focus on what I'm really good at. But I hope in the future I'll have more time to develop my production skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, outside of music, what else do you do to feed your soul?
I really love fitness. I like to work out a lot.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. So I really like to work out. I'm from Virginia, so I really love hiking. Like I like to go hiking whenever I can.
That's a Virginia thing?
Yeah, I grew up in the mountains. Virginia's the mountains.
You right. Yeah. Which mountains are those? Appalachians?
Appalachian Mountains. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So I really like to hike. I just like to be outdoors and just doing like fun things like that. I'm a big foodie. I like food a lot.
Do you cook?
We be big backing. Yeah, of course I cook.
Like big backing, that's a thing now?
Big backing is a thing. The scene is bad.
But girl, your ass is
Getting ready to work out.
All right, so hiking, trying new foods, working out. Okay, any new hobbies that you want to develop in the future of your life?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so before I was making music, I had a YouTube channel. So I've been like really tapping into content creation, obviously like surrounding my music, but I kind of want to expand more because I really like to do makeup and like fashion.
Your makeup looks great.
Thank you so much. So I really want to tap into that more and just kind of like creating content revolving that. I just love content. I'm a video editor. I color grade. I like video edit for other people. I write for other people. So I just like to just kind of tap into any creative thing that I can, honestly.
Wait, there's so much behind you. Okay, so when did you start learning how to edit? In school or?
No, before that, actually. So when I was playing video games, I had a YouTube channel for, like, I had a gaming channel, so I would edit videos for there. That's where it really started.
Okay, yeah, say that. Yeah, so it started with your gaming channel.
My gaming channel. That's where it started. And then when I came to college, I did an internship where I pretty much was like running the social media for this really dope producer. So I was like shooting all his content, color grading it, and kind of like looking at his analytics and like scheduling stuff out. And I feel like that's really helped me like get some experience for my own like artist brand and stuff like that. So yeah, like I mean, I just love making content and editing stuff. Like I edited like a music video that I just dropped for the outro of my project. And,
okay, the whole video?
The whole video. I color graded it. I edited it. I've directed pretty much every music video I've dropped with like some really dope people. And so yeah, I'm really into visual art too. I'm just trying to tap into that more.
Okay, you are a one woman band, clearly. But I feel like
not really,
but like you have the skills to be able to do anything you want. Are there moments where you find yourself having like creative blockers and you have to tap people?
All the time. I mean, I would be lying if I said like even just now, like the other night I was trying to write a song and I was just like, I can't really do this right now. So I hit up my friend and I was like, hey, like I'm kind of stuck on like the second verse. Like, do you have any ideas? And like he'll listen to it and we'll write together and be like, oh my God, you have to do this. Or like when it comes to like production or concepts, like for the Why Did You Hurt Me So Bad video, which I directed with one of my really good friends, Stephanie, like she really helped me come up with like a lot of the concepts for that video. And like that was like our baby. Like we made that together. Same with the casual video. So I love to tap into my friends. A lot of friends that I made in college who are just like really, really dope creatives and just like have a lot to offer and bring to the table. And help like propel my vision.
Yeah. I'm really proud of that for you.
Yeah.
I think that your generation is fortunate enough to be able to like have, I don't want to say autonomy, but like when you want to know something, you can just go figure it out. Whereas like I don't think I realized that I could do this, not on my own. Obviously I have like Tiff and Mike here, but like I didn't know I could like really edit this stuff. And when you said color grading, that struck me a little bit because I was struggling with that for the first couple episodes and we were trying to figure the light. Yeah, that's not easy. And it took me like the first episode, it took me probably like 3 days to like get through. I mean, mind you, I have my job and stuff, but yeah, and the patience that you have to have with yourself to commit to that is like what I admire the most. And that's why I asked that question about like, are there blockers or times that come up where you're like, fuck, like, man, I'll just get somebody else to do it. You know?
I be wanting shit to happen quick. That's the problem. But if there's one thing that I've learned, like I said earlier, I'm really stubborn. If there's one thing that I learned, it's like I'm learning how to be more patient with these things. Because I'd rather the final product be something I'm really proud of than something that I rushed. So patience is what's really like helping me right now.
Okay. Well, I wanted to get into some reflection, given like how much you've accomplished and for yourself, whether it's educationally or just with your craft. If you could look back at young Safa coming into her first day at NYU, what advice would you give her?
Trust yourself. Just like trust your intuition. I think there were many times where I trusted my intuition and it did like amazing things for me and just like really helped me like do things that I didn't think I was capable of doing. But also there were many times where I didn't trust my intuition and I had to learn some really valuable lessons.
Tell me about one.
I think just like the people that you surround yourself with is very important. I'm very big on energy. So sometimes when you're just like really excited about somebody who has like a really dope vision, you will really let them into your life and see how your visions can kind of like collaborate to create something beautiful. But I also think that having a vision is one piece of it, but having like intentions is another. And I feel like intentions have to be just as good as the vision. And some people just are leeches.
Okay. All right.
And they will take as much of you as they can to benefit themselves. And my intuition was telling me that this person was a leech, but I really wanted to believe that there was more to it. Like this person became like my best friend. And unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way. Like my intuition told me from the beginning that really they didn't have the best intentions and they were just trying to benefit themselves.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I think everyone runs into that. It's really hard to trust your intuition when you see stuff in people that like, you know, maybe like isn't really real, maybe delusional or maybe somewhat of a fantasy of course as well too. But I get you, girl.
Yeah.
All right. So moving into the future, obviously you have a project you're working on that's coming out, and then I'm sure there's more you're excited about in 2025. But if you don't mind, share one of your goals for 2025. Like one thing that you're stamping, you putting in the sand, you're gonna manifest, and you know it's gonna happen.
So if there's one thing about me, if I want something, I'm gonna get it.
Yep.
I like grew up going to music festivals all the time, and I've been fiending to play a festival. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm playing a festival. Like, book me. I'm playing a festival.
Ideally, which one?
I really want to play something in the water. I just really want to be back home.
That's
playing a
perfect.
festival.
You're gonna do it. That's
Yeah.
gonna happen. We'll make sure that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
That one's usually in
For
April,
real?
right?
I'm watching you. You better be watching me.
That's usually in April, right?
Yeah, around that time.
In Newport Beach? No.
Yeah,
What?
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach. Newport Beach is in Virginia, though, right?
Newport News.
News, my bad.
Yeah.
Where's Newport Beach?
I don't think that's a thing.
Okay, never mind. I don't know where I got that from. All right. Anyways, we're rounding out the show. Do you have any questions for me before we close out?
Yes, I do.
She was prepared.
My question to you is, let's say you were in the studio right now with anyone that you could possibly be with. What would you be writing about, and who would you be writing it with?
Ooh.
What would you be writing about is really the kicker here.
I think I would be writing about some hybrid of like a self-love, but also like self-affirmational type of song, because a large part of like where my life is right now, like I couldn't even imagine I had the ability to have these feelings or be able to deserve the feelings that I'm able to like really bask in at the moment. So like something regarding like, you know, you deserve it. It's coming, but you need to keep filling yourself up with this type of perspective in order to unlock it. And then who would I be writing it with? Oh my gosh. I think I would be writing it with,
Like, who do you think has like a writing style that like you can't bring to the table? Like, you can't write in that way, but like you really want to make a song with them. Like for me, I think like, oh, Jessie Reyes is like a crazy writer. Like I would love to write a song with her. I don't think I would make the same type of music that she makes, but I think her writing is crazy.
for me, Mahalia.
Okay.
Mahalia or Sasha Keeble.
Ooh.
Yeah. I keep preaching about Sasha Keeble, y'all. I really do. She is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have her on here one day.
Yes, you will.
Mahalia, I say that because no matter what, like when I first found her on SoundCloud years ago, the first song I heard of hers, it just stood out so much. I'm like, damn. And then I played another song. And you know how usually like you'll like play songs until you like a new one? I like every single song. And it got to a point where every time she dropped something, I knew I was going to like it. Yeah. And that's one of those artists where I'm never disappointed, or it's never like, you know, Chris Brown with 40 tracks on an album. I'm like, look, you only get 10, maybe 5 out of me.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3, if that. And at this point, really just the one banger that, you know, you got the music video too, dancing and flipping.
Right.
But yeah, Sasha Keeble, Mahalia, and it would be some type of self-love affirmational one.
Okay. What kind of like genre, sound? Like give me a song
Ooh.
that it would sound like.
It would sound like Benz by Solange.
Okay. Fire. I see it.
The same type of music video treatment, everything.
Okay. That's my assignment to you.
Yeah. Oh my God. How you giving me homework?
That's your homework.
You know, I don't have any like. You know what? Never mind. Yeah, you're right. I'm making up excuses. Okay. All right, y'all. It has been a pleasure to sit here with you today. Do you have anybody you want to shout out before we close out?
Shout out Jamil for being here. And shout out Zach for setting this up.
Yeah, shout out to Zach.
Shout out to Zach. Love my great team. Yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Peace out.